Hello, and welcome back to week 13 on the FyberCraft server. Wow, it has been a long time, and I said I was gonna get one out last week, but unfortunately, the server had some technical difficulties and we weren't really able to play all week, so I thought, it didn't really make sense to make another video for that week. But I'm back, and I'm ready to get into some action for the next couple of months. And I'm starting it off here at Big Books Plaza, because check these chests and look at that. All of these diamonds. 14 from the first one, 4 more from the second, that's 18 diamonds. Fanatic, unfortunately, died to a creeper and asked me to restock these books, so I've got to get to that. And we are fully restocked. Both chests completely full to the brim. That's kind of expensive, and it's kind of taking a toll, front chest, kind of taking a toll on our emerald supply, given that we have that many emeralds as well. None of those are actually selling, by the way. Actually, I haven't checked the totems. Yeah, unfortunately, no sales over there. There's one more thing I do want to do, and it's over down by the head of the day stand. Yeah, I'm guessing, yeah, nobody's doing it, and I think it's partly because the heads we're doing don't stay for long enough, and that, along with it being very hard to keep up, you'll see we haven't really kept up with this at all. I'm gonna change something. We got head of the week. Yeah, that's right. We're gonna change that to head of the week. It'll be a lot easier to keep up with, and hopefully it'll mean we get more sales. And pop some dye and some glow ink, and yeah, hopefully this will work the way it's intended now. Now, this week, I want to do something very special, and that is actually wrap up this starter area. There's still a lot of stuff we want to do in this area, but there's not too much that has to do with this specific area, and there's just maybe this hill over here I want to do. And the rest of that's going to be home to the brewer area. And I just want to add in some final touches. So I'm going to get right on that, and I'll get back to you when I'm done with the starter area. And believe it or not, but we are done. That is really struggling to load in. But yeah, look at that. We have everything done over on this hill. Over here. All of this has been completed. Got this new building over here. And yeah, I also took this chance to add in a little bit of more structure over where this area had been previously corroded, and I think it looks pretty nice. I got a little bit of a blackstone path leading up to it, and I think it's just looking a little better altogether. But yeah, there's just a couple more things I need to do before I can finally call this place complete. And the first of those has to do with this map. See, we have this map that shows our base, and it's just currently sitting right on top of the melon farm. And I think we really need a better place for this. Now, it's a 3x3, and most of these buildings are centered on an even axis, so I don't know how it fits. So I might actually end up, like, this isn't that important. I might just chop off some of, well, that's needed. I might just end up chopping off some of this stuff that isn't as needed to make it fit where we want it to. Yeah, so I'm over here in the farmhouse, and on each one of these sides, except for that one, which I'm thinking I might be able to squeeze the map in there, I have something in each of these. So over here is a little station. We can put some seeds in these chests, and it automatically composts them and gives us a little bit of extra bone meal. Over here, I've mentioned this, but I don't believe I've shown this. This is speed in my to-do list, and it just got a few of these things that we want to get done. And basically how this works is every time we do something on this list, we break the sign and replace it with something else that we need to do in the future. And right now I'm looking at that one. I can actually take that one down and replace it with something else. Let's see. Yeah, gold farm. I really need some of the resources that come with a gold farm. So I think that would be a good thing to build in the future. And just like that, I have fit in our map, and I even expanded it a little bit off to this side. You can see where this path leads. And that looks absolutely spectacular right along this coast. You can see this is our little area just along here, and right over there's Spawn, and that leads off to Shadow's base over there. And right there is Wavelength. And right up there is going to be where he puts his brewery. Now the last thing I want to do before I wrap up this build, it's actually on this list, and pigs. Yeah, the last thing we need to do is actually retrieve some pigs, because I never actually got pigs. There's just an empty stall right over here, and I would like to fill that before I can call this place complete. And that is what it sounds like when somebody defeats the Ender Dragon. Wow, that's loud. Congrats. So I want to get a couple of leads. And the other thing I want is some boats. Okay, so I got a couple of leads and some boats. Now, I think I saw a pig actually on this mountain a little bit ago. See if I can find it again. There's a cow. Don't need one of those. Oh, there's a pig. Let's see. Let's get this guy. Actually going to make sure I'm not holding the carrots because I don't want him to walk off. Okay, let's mine out a couple of blocks here and should be able to just... Can I not place a boat on ice? Ah, there we go. Okay. So now what I can do, actually just... Whoa! This is fun. Oh, and there's another pig right over here. Let's see if I can get this guy. Oh, he walked him himself. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in this boat. Come back for the other guy later, and then I'm just going to boat right off the edge of this mountain. Almost down at the bottom here. And we made it. Okay, I'm going to fly up and go get the other pig. Whee! Okay, we're also down at the bottom here, and I'm just going to try not to kill these pigs. That wouldn't be good. And let's bring them over to the path so it's nice and easy to walk over to the pen. Gonna bring them in here. And right into here. And just like that, they're in. Okay, so now I got some carrots, and let's just breed them and get ourselves a nice little baby pig to join the family. And with that, this place is complete. So without further ado, welcome to Lumberville. Yes, that's right. I got a nice name for this place, and I think it suits it perfectly. I do apologize for the frame rates at the moment. I'm using some shaders to make this place look quite beautiful. I really love how this place turned out. It's really helped me gain confidence in detailing terrain and all sorts of stuff. Just the repetitive breaking and placing has really taught me what I need to know about terraining, and it was really fun to do as well. And even like working out some problems such as the styles between these two builds, and I really love how it turned out. So this build has been a huge success, but that means I'm ready to move on and start some of my bigger plans for the server. And the first one of those is, you might have even seen it on the list earlier in the episode, but I want to build a guardian farm, and that is my next project for the next couple of months, and I'm probably going to supplement it with some other more industrial builds, and I'm really looking forward to building this type of farm because I've never actually built a guardian farm in the past, and I can only imagine how that's gonna go. But yeah, I've turned the shaders off now, and I gotta say, it is so much smoother to play. And I want to check on the head of the week, because today is actually the last day of this week. And we got a sale. That right there is a spider head. And I went ahead and made this a little more rewarding, and I put 2 spots here with 3 diamonds for the first couple of heads that get put in this chest, and then a few with 2, and finally some with 1. And I think that'll make it so that more people decide to participate in this event. Yeah, but it's about that time where we go and check on everybody else's bases and see what they've been up to. And I think there has been quite a bit of activity this week. And we're going to start right over here at our neighbor Shadow's base. And I can already see some changes around here. First of all, it seems like this building just keeps on growing. Now, I don't believe I showed this in the last episode, but yeah, down here, I feel like you shouldn't be able to climb a ladder, mister. There is a little bit of a tunnel system back here, and it has the mysterious noises I was talking about earlier, and we've got a lot of sheep that have been sheared, and I'm sorry guys, there's no grass for you down here. But anyway, there's a cow? What? Okay. Good to know. More sheep, and is that a piggy? Well, anyway, we've reached the other side of the tunnel, and wouldn't you believe it? Welcome to Wavelength. And wow, this chest is getting really full. That is a lot of coal. That is expensive, and I actually did make a purchase from here a little bit ago. That is a lot of mobs. Oh my goodness, you gotta light up your base. Okay, and the other obvious change is this here fountain, which, pretty simple fountain, but I like it. Just a nice little detail to add to the area. Now, I didn't see anything else too obvious around here, though I think we'll just go with the tracks. Go over to Hero's base, and look at that. We have a line with a little chest minecart going from the iron farm. I believe that's an item sorter that extracts all the poppies from the farm. If you look in this hopper, you can see, yeah, the poppies are what's being extracted and go into that minecart. We follow this line back, goes down here, around the bend, through here, and over this hopper. And if we go through this door, you can see it goes into this chest here, and right next to it is a little bit of a system that will convert it into bone meal. And I think that's a little clever design, and I like it a lot. Now, I believe that this bee farm is now complete, and it is full of bees. I'm actually gonna turn down my game sound a little bit. Yeah. Nothing in here, but in here, yeah, look at that. Honey is now being produced, and over here, loads of honeycomb. These farms are going to be very, very good for me. That is, assuming they're being sold. Now, I believe that bone meal system we looked at earlier is actually to help out with the flower farm, because I know bone meal is a big problem if you don't have a skeleton farm. That is not something that Hero owns, so I think we might have to meet and talk about a little bit of a deal for bone meal at some point in the future. Is it just me, or does something look a little different in here? I feel like these were a little different, maybe even the ceiling a bit, and out here I was noticing, I feel like this was slightly different as well. It might just be me, but this doesn't feel like it was like this before. Oh, that's a new site. I wonder what this could be. There's honey. I like the sound of that. Welcome to the honey pot. Honey coming soon. Honeycomb. 1 diamond for 2 stacks. Is that somebody already buying some honeycomb? So I was right. There is going to be a shop, and I am excited. So this is a very good shop to pop up on the server. Now that seems to be everything over here, and that is a lot for just 1 week. Got the whole bone meal system, the bee farms down below, and a whole new shop. All in 1 week, and I'm very excited to see everybody starting to make loads and loads of progress. But there's just one more person we need to check out, and that is, of course, Fanatic. I've been looking around this area for quite a while now, and the only thing I can seem to find is this beacon with a rainbow beam. Now, this is only the third beacon on the server, as I know of, so far. So that is very impressive. I really appreciate the speed going around this area because it's a pretty decently sized area. Now we have one more stop, and that's over at the brewery. And yeah, look at that. Speed has actually begun the foundations. Now, I do really like this style. It has a nice gradient going up and a nice shape, and you can really see what's starting out here. Let's get another view from far away so you can really see what's going on here. And yeah, it's just the center of the build, and it's looking really nice. Yeah, this view is just outstanding. I can't get over it. But with that, that actually brings us to the end of this week's video. And next week, we are going to get started on the Guardian farm. So, without further ado, I'll see you next week. A good bye.